Wow. Number 9 of the Cabinet of Curiosities, Sheila.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get straight to it today.
Okay. Are you going high or low?
High.
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
taking the high road,
Okay.
not the low road. Here
Off
we go.
Off you go then.
Off we go. Somewhere up here, somewhere higher. I'm going to go here. So, because I can see something intriguing in there. And it's a simple box, literally.
Oh, still.
But it's full of some little wonders. I think, I think that's quite an exciting little box.
It's a very interesting mix, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. And in terms of fibres, really interesting. Do you know what I want to start with?
Carry on.
I think I want to start. No, I'm going to start here.
Okay.
With
the Rua.
I haven't seen these for quite a long time.
Me neither. In fact,
they've been packed away in here, because they're high up. I just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
And
I think someone has recently bought the pattern again. And
yeah. Look at that.
Gansey leggings.
Gansey leggings.
Yeah. Well, that takes us back.
I mean, seriously, these are pretty amazing, aren't they? I mean, these were for the Mead and Kirchhoff.
They were.
London Fashion Week.
Although some of them had feet.
I remember
doing a pair.
They had feet.
That had feet at the bottom.
But I decided to make the pattern and I just made them into leggings.
Yeah.
But look at the brilliant shaping at the back.
Labour of love, these.
That is absolutely fabulous.
When we used to do the shows at Inverness, we used to sell.
We did.
This was the heyday of the leggings, I think, because all these Highland knitters appreciate something nice and warm.
Lovely warm.
Yeah.
But it's the construction, isn't it? Which is quite amazing, because
it is.
From these we've made pants for La Fetiche as well. Lots of pants. You've knitted loads of pants, stripy pants, also cable pants.
Fred Flintstone pants.
Remember those?
I'm allowed to call them that because I knitted them, so it's fine.
But these are very much more refined, I think. So
infinitely more refined.
So they've got a lovely waistband knitted on a really tiny needle, 2.25
I think
mil.
so.
Double rib.
I can check the pattern if you want. But
in the round, knitted in the round. And this is where everything is about tension. And because you change needle size going down till you get
stretch.
to a 4 mil. Because this gives the stretch.
Yeah.
Just like a pair of tights. And it goes back into place. So you can wear it, and as soon as you've worn it, take it off and it springs back. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and it's all in the round. So there's no seam rubbing against you or anything.
Yeah.
And then it's got a gusset.
Magic.
This was the first one.
Yeah, we've refined
little gusset.
We've refined the gusset since
the gusset
days.
is much more refined now.
Much more beautiful than that.
Where you divide and you knit again in the round. These are totally in the round.
Yeah.
The lovely leg with the patterning on the back.
Aren't
they magic?
I'm just remembering.
They are so magic.
I'm just remembering the...
This is the small size.
The
we
lace.
did a larger size.
I mean, they were mainly lace with double moss.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got the print of the hoof pattern and a tree pattern.
And a little eyelet pattern here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So nice. And I had to do 5 different designs.
Yeah, because I did a different one from...
Actually, that's something I might redo.
I did a different one from this. There was a lovely pair.
I've got all the patterns
which were actually... I think I've got quite a few as well.
Yeah.
Which were actually horizontal.
Yes.
Gansey
patterns, horizontal.
Yeah, like trellises and
all the way down.
Things.
They were really fab. Do you know, I might redo some leggings. With a different pattern, some different patterns on, or suggest different patterns for
because
people.
we then did them for a few after London Fashion Week that year. We did do some different ones. I think, did you take some to New York or to Tokyo or?
Yes. Yeah, I mean they really are fabulous. This is the time really when you start needing warm, lovely leggings.
Thinking fondly.
For the winter.
Yeah. I do remember, as I say, I don't think it was this pair, but the pair that one of the pairs you ended up taking down to London.
Yeah.
We were so short of time that Mandy knitted one leg on the sofa and I knitted the other leg.
Yeah. Look at that. Just absolutely fabulous.
Because as long as we sat close enough to each other, we could each knit the lower extremities of the leg. Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, happy days.
Very happy days. And yeah, and it's in the Lalland.
Yes.
Jasper, the gorgeous red.
Yeah.
We made them in grey.
Yeah.
We made them in the furs.
We
yellow. In fact, do you know who bought a pair of those? That was Maddie from Uist Wool. Who works at Uist Wool, and she was on the Hebrides and for cycling.
Yes, I remember now.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. I am honestly, I'm going to get these out. These are not staying in the drawer. These are coming out of the drawer.
You know, the thing about doing this cabinet is how amazing it is to come across all these.
And actually, Sheila, that makes me think we should really do a really good tension film on getting a great tension, how important it is, and how the change in needle size for this gives the stretch required for a pair of leggings.
Yes.
Yeah. So they are actually going to stay out. They're staying out.
Okay. Right.
What's next?
Well, can I have a wee chat about this? Because this is what. So this appeared. This is the abstract jacket, and this is what took me into your wool shop in St Andrews. I think maybe for the first time, maybe not for the first time, but certainly in the very early days. I hadn't met you at that time. This was featured in issue 1 of the Knitter magazine.
Yes, it was on the front cover.
It was on the front cover. And as I walked past along the street, I saw this beautiful poster of this incredibly elegant...
Yes. Oh, there was a beautiful photograph of it.
There was. I think I've seen a smaller version upstairs, but you had it in the courtyard at the bottom of your steps.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I'm going in there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I remember it well. So I'd need to go back and find out when that
Because you knitted it then?
I did. I chose one of the yarns because the pattern was for Louet.
This is Louet wool linen.
Yeah, so I chose the wool version. And in fact, it's upstairs.
Fabulous colour.
My colourway is upstairs.
And the thing is that each sleeve is different.
You have to turn the chart upside down.
You turn the chart upside down.
That was the first piece of knitting.
It's a dye abstract.
Yeah.
So
that was the first time I've actually read a pattern that says, "Oh, I just turn the chart round." Of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah. It's about play, isn't it, really? So we've got two.
So So since
sleeves that were
then,
different.
yeah, since then I
I
have
love that side.
sort of adapted the lovely moss and cable charts to make my own little version in a DK, which is upstairs as well.
I think we should redo something like this, because it is really rather fun, isn't it? So really amazing. I mean, the edgings and everything, kind of, I do love that. That's the little, the side. Really cool with the little, where the cable just splits there at the bottom. And these lovely long moss stitch bottoms are just, the texture is just so full of texture, isn't it?
This was one of the things I thought, so
nice.
So nice.
I think I'm going to have to pull it up to see the full,
definitely,
the full size of it, because actually it's an incredibly lovely long coat.
Yeah.
With all the abstract cabling and moss stitch. And then if I turn it round, you can see.
And of course, each part is different.
Yeah.
Each sleeve is different. The back's different from the front.
And there's a short version and a long version. But
it's achieved by, as I say, using the same chart, but upside down.
In different
ways.
Yeah.
I loved it. Before I even met you.
Well, that's really kind.
I loved it.
Yeah, lovely cable edge.
Yes. I thought that was
nice cable edge for the V. Really lovely.
It was quite
really nice.
Something I hadn't seen the like before.
It was a nice pattern.
Yeah, it was.
So moving on.
Yes.
Lots of people think that hats can only be knitted bottom up and whatever. But
Always.
We had that.
Can be knitted,
we had that amazing collection to make for Paul Smith.
Yes, in very chunky yarn. And while I was...
This was actually in the Rowan Big Wool.
Yeah. So that was stipulated by the company.
It was.
And obviously
and they wanted a beanie style thing. And so I did various samples. And then I turned it on its head and knitted it flat and around the head.
But also with short row.
Then I used, I'm going to try it on.
You need to
risk this.
To undo your do.
Undo my do.
It did look really nice on the catwalk because they all appeared in Paris one January.
And it's got this little bow, which I just absolutely love. It's just
the models, the male models that were parading around. You remember?
Yeah,
because they sent us a copy of the
show. So good. They had the big jumpers on we'd made.
Yeah.
Huge scarves.
Yeah.
And we made an awful lot of these beanies.
We did.
And you can see where the short
about
row
100.
works.
Was it 100? Did we do 100?
You see where the short rows work so brilliantly to make this little top. And I just felt it was like, it's like something like you could stuff it and make it into a pom-pom. You could stuff it with,
you could do
and make it into a pom-pom, but it's knitted into the hat.
Yes.
So it's a very funny.
But it's also very snug.
Oh, it's
because
great fit.
The stretch of garter.
Yeah.
This is one of the great things about garter.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I love garter. In the right place.
In the right place. I tell you, if you end up doing lots of garter,
it shrinks
up and down the way. You never get anywhere.
No,
but here it's
because you're going that way.
It's really
you can
great.
get the stretch then.
Yeah,
to fit your head.
Yeah, but it looks really snug just over your.
Yeah, it's so snug and warm.
Yeah,
and a little bit crazy, which we love. So that's it. That's its shape. Yeah, you could put a nice little bow round it there. a little bow and then fill that out with stuff. It could be quite cool. Anyway.
And then you could stick some knitting needles in through the top.
You could stick knitting needles.
Just like you do.
Through. Yeah.
And you'd be all set.
Oh, Sheila. That's...
Yeah, well, anyway.
What does that look like?
Moving on. Moving on.
Oh, dear. So, and I do love these old needles. And so, this is why I pulled it out.
Okay.
It's not knitting.
Well, you'll need to tell me about it because I don't think I've seen this.
No, this actually brings back huge memories. It's my father's cigar box. It says Oxford's on the side.
Right.
And inside and on top it says guaranteed Perillo Havana. Mm-hmm. And it's got Diane Gilpin written across. I must have maybe taken it to school or something. I can't even remember why.
What's inside?
So inside,
and you've had it a long. Oh gosh, look at that. So you've had it
since I was a little girl,
right?
And this used to be my shop.
We all had shops, didn't we?
This was part of my shop.
My sister and I used to have shops with friends.
And before I used to have these, I had little glass bottles with things in. And these are Mum's.
Yes.
Silko sewing threads.
Yes.
Coats, satinized.
I have a collection as well.
And so I'd have these, and then had a little bar in. I had little things in, propped up like this, and I had several of these. And my dolls would come and shop,
of course,
and buy something from the sweetie jar, and I would pour it out, and then give it to them, and they would take it away and have a party when I wasn't looking. And the hours I spent with this box is just
so
amazing.
When you say you had several, you had
yes.
had other containers, but
which I made into little shops.
Right.
So
just one of these.
But this is because it was Daddy's.
Yes,
so
it's special.
Mm-hmm. So I got Mum's sewing cottons.
Yes.
And Daddy's box.
Yeah.
And Dewhurst. There you are, 3 shells. Because she was a great sewer. Mm-hmm. Which embroidery, yes, but sewing, no.
My mother was.
Like that. It makes me. I can smell Dad.
Yes.
All these years on.
I know.
Just as soon as I open that box. So that's a little delight, isn't it?
Totally. Lovely box.
It's a really lovely box. Yeah. Maybe I should start. Maybe I should make some dolls' clothes. It's not knitted.
That's
how I used to do that.
That's how I learned to knit. Because I had 2 bigger dolls that were big enough to sit in sort of children's Silver Cross prams, and
the little prams.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
And so I learned, with some guidance from my aunt, of course, I learned to make dolls' clothes with all the shaping.
Yes.
With nice little bits of lace and
because
so
of course, because
So that's really how I practiced. And
I think we should do that.
That's really how
one of our next workshops. Let's do.
Well, everything that you need to do for dolls' clothes, you actually need to do for everything that's here.
Absolutely.
They need to fit.
They need to fit.
They like a bit of pattern.
Yes.
So that's how That's what I practiced on. Yeah.
That's such a nice thought.
Yeah. Totally. But it's good to have a slightly bigger doll to practice on to start with. Later, as I got better, it was Cindy, which was a very small.
I made Cindy clothes. Yeah.
That was sort of a Barbie-sized doll, and that could be quite challenging when you were down to very few stitches. But hey, it's all good.
We'd love to hear your stories of learning to knit.
Yeah,
when you were small,
knitting for your toys and dolls.
If you did, or for your dog. Pony. Well, I knitted for my pony. I knitted saddlecloths, numbers to go underneath his saddle. Yeah. I'm going to do one of those as well. Anyway,
why not?
Would love to hear from you.
Yeah, that's been a really lovely one.
It's a lovely one.
I mean, they're all great, but there's some really
interesting, amazing things in each one, isn't there?
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Joining us. Always.
Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.